For more analysis on this, Mahjoob Zweiri joins me live now from Doha. He's a professor of contemporary Middle East politics at Qatar University. Thank you for being with us on the program, Professor. First and foremost, I want to talk about the role of the countries who was part of the proxy war in Syria in terms of assisting the new administration transition to a properly functioning democratic government.
You mean Russia and Iran?
Right, and the United States.
Yeah. Well, I think it's obvious that Russia is trying to reposition itself of the conflict with a very fast military withdrawal from Syria. It is clear that Ukrainian war has put its own pressure on Russian government. There is no clear image where Russia will go. There are two messages from Moscow. They are interested to work with the current government about the future of military bases, and they are interested to support a new government to rebuild Syria. And all of the debate now about rebuilding Syria, Russia is one of the major players. When it comes to Iran has lost hugely. Iran has lost hugely to Syria and Lebanon together. And now they have to present a new narrative about how they can basically manage the relation with the country, considering the fact that there is a huge memory, a bad memory, a negative memory of the role of Iran in Syria since 2012. So Iran is facing a real challenge, and it is double the challenge Russia is facing. And I think the United States also the same. The United States has left Syria to the Iranian and Russia 2012, and actually every blame now on the United States and not playing a positive role of stopping what was happening to the Syrians in the last 14 years.
The interim government right now in Syria, they've so far said the right things. They've so far taken the right steps. But what are some of the major challenges they're expected to face moving forward, and how will they overcome them?
If not the major challenge is the legacy of 54 years of authoritarianism. That's a legacy. Even if someone has the magic stick, it's hard to change overnight. That's the first challenge. And the second challenge is the world pressure. The pressure is dictating on them some precondition. We will not recognize you until you do this, and we will recognize you until you do that. And the international community, unfortunately, they forget that they left Syria 14 years to face all of this killing and massacres and all of the stories we are now watching on different media outlets. The other challenge, basically, it's obvious. They are dealing with the security challenge, internal security challenge. They deal with the economic challenge. The country is bankrupt. And more importantly, there are three foreign policy challenges. One, the Israeli intervention in the south, the Kurdish group, and also the role of Americans as well on the war of terror. How can the new interim government locate itself and basically show a very strong message on those three foreign policy matters, which I think they will dictate how the new government can move in next few months.
Right, there's some cautious optimism when it comes to, the government overcoming these challenges. We're also seeing some cautious optimism from minority groups. We heard from al-Sham say that they are going to be playing a significant role in creating a new constitution. How significant is that statement on its own?
To be honest, Ifnan, the whole story of minorities, the whole story of talking about specific matters like constitution, like elections, like rule of woman, all of those, to me, are manufactured by Western outlet media and groups who are hypocrites when they see what's happened in Gaza and they close their eyes. And now they want a country which was suffering from the authoritarianism to fix everything overnight. I would say there are some issues when it comes maybe to the social structure, but there is no serious criticism of what minority will face. What we have heard so far are very positive messages about all Syria will be involved in the future of Syria. All Syrians are welcome to participate on shaping the future of Syria. And those messages should be taken with a lot of confidence. Of course, doubts will remain, considering all of this media narrative going on. But I think we have not heard a negative messages about minorities and women in particular. I think they are really clear on how things should move. I think they show they are smart enough not to create problems to them, considering the international mobilization and the image they have now in different countries, considering them part of terrorist group and other stories.
Very interesting. Mahjoob Zweiri live for us there in Doha. Thank you so much for that analysis. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.